Hi darlings, so today I'm going to be showing you different color eyeliners. Now before we get started, I'm not that good at applying eyeliner because I tend to shake and my eyes get watery easily, so if it looks like a mess, it's on me. But I just wanted to show you guys how to wear different color eyeliners because I feel like most people, they just use black or they just use brown, and there's so many different colors out there that I feel like a lot of people are missing out on. Now, I think the color of the eyeliner you pick will also depend on what color your eyes are. Mine are dark brown, so I feel like I can make most colors work. Like I find that blue looks really good. And yeah, so I bought some of these recently, so I have not tried them out yet, but I just have like a bunch of different colors and they're all from different brands. Some of them, well, only one of them is kind of high-end, but they're mostly drugstore eyeliners. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna swatch it on my arm and then I'm gonna put it on my eyes, and I'll show you a close-up of what they look like, and I'll do that with my glasses on. So the first one I'm gonna do is I'll pick my favorite, which is the Kulfi eyeliner. So this is called the Underlined Casual Eyeliner, and it's the shade Purpley Pataka, or Purpley Pataka, like depending on what accent you're using. And you can see I kind of have eyeliner smeared all over this, so I'll just clean that up a little bit. So why I like this one a lot is because it's really like creamy and easy to apply, and I'm definitely gonna buy this in black because I don't have a black like pencil eyeliner that I like right now. So this is called Purpley Pataka, but it's not really like your typical purple. It's kind of like a reddish purple. If you can see right there, it's like a reddish purple. So I will swatch this on my arm. And that's what it looks like. It honestly also kind of looks kind of brownish, but it's like a red purple color. And it goes on like really smooth. So now I'm gonna put it on my eyes and you can see what it looks like. So this is what the Kulfi Purpley Pataka eyeliner looks like, and as you can see, it went on super smooth. It's basically like butter. That's the way I like to describe this eyeliner, and it definitely does pop my eyes a little bit, but at the same time it's still pretty subtle because it is more of a reddish brown purple color than just like straight bright purple. So I do really like this eyeliner and I like the color too. I will definitely consider buying this in black, even though we're talking about colorful eyeliners today. Now the next eyeliner I'm going to try is this green eyeliner. So this is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade I Have a Green. Now I picked this one to talk about next because I think this would look really nice for someone with green eyes. And also this one is super cheap. I think it's $3, and considering how much like inflation and stuff is going on, like this is definitely a steal. So I'm gonna take off that eyeliner and do this one, but first let's do an arm swatch. So this is what the green eyeliner looks like, and I didn't do a really good job, but that's what the green looks like. It's definitely a really bold green, but now let me take off my eyes liner and then I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what the green eyeliner looks like, and One thing I've noticed is that like since I wear glasses, I feel like these eyeliners aren't as like intense or like as dramatic as you'd think they would be because I wear glasses, so that kind of tones it down a bit. But this is what the green eyeliner looks like, and I think this would look amazing for someone with green eyes. But even though I don't have green eyes, I still think it looks great. I also forgot to mention that I usually don't wear eyeshadow when I do a colorful eyeliner because I feel like if I do an eyeshadow, it kind of mixes up how the look is supposed to be. And I feel like the colorful eyeliners deserve a moment of their own. So that's why I don't wear any eyeshadow when I do colorful eyeliner. And for the purpose of this video, I'm not wearing any mascara because it would just be messy each time I try to change the different eyeliner. So anyhow, that is our green eyeliner. And our next shade, I'm going to pick purple. So this purple shade is from NYX. It's their retractable eyeliner crayon, and it is a deep purple color. So this is what it looks like. It looks pretty similar to the Essence one. Like they're really not that different in terms of packaging. So I'll arm swatch this. And that is the purple NYX eyeliner. I feel like this one went on smoother than the Essence, but it might just be me. Now I'm going to take off my green eyeliner and I will show you the purple. So this is the purple color, and I just realized that we literally did use a purple type of color. We used the Kulfi Beauty one, which was called Purpley Pataka. And so this is the NYX purple, and this is the Purpley Pataka. Now that I look at it, I feel like the Kulfi one should have been called something else because it really doesn't give like purple. It gives kind of like red, brown, maroonish type of colors, but this is like a purple color. Now I don't know if I'm crazy, but I remember like reading old magazines and them recommending purple eyeshadow for brown eyes. Not entirely sure if that's right, but I remember reading something like that, and I do think that this looks good. Like even though that I'm wearing purple eyeliner, it's not so dramatic that it looks like I'm wearing some type of colored eyeliner. It just looks like regular eyeliner. But then again, I do wear glasses, so that does change everything. So next, I'm going to do, I want to see what color this is. So this is the color Jade, and it is the Revlon Color Stay eyeliner. And so this is also a green eyeliner, but it might be different than this one. I might just do an arm swatch of this instead. So this is the arm swatch. This is a bit more of like a leaf type of green as opposed to the Essence one, which was just like green. But we might just skip over that because it's also kind of just green. But this is a good eyeliner too. I think I might have this in other colors, so let's see if I have this in a different color. So it turns out I don't have the Revlon Color Stay in another color. I thought I did. I guess I returned it. But we're gonna skip over the Revlon Color Stay because we already did a green color. So instead, I'm going to show you this creamy kind of color. It is the NYX Professional Epic Ink Liner in the shade Marshmallow. Now when I first got this, I was worried it would look bad, but I tried it a few times and I thought it looked fine. So this is Marshmallow, and it barely shows up. Maybe it faded. So it's kind of dried out, but that's what it looks like. I've had this for not too long, so I'm not sure why it's kind of washed out like that. But that's what it looks like, and I'll show you it on my eyes. this is the marshmallow color. Now as you look, it looks really eye-opening when I put it on, but it was kind of hard to use this because the color kind of just not entirely dried, but like when you saw my arm swatches, like it wasn't that good in terms of color coming out of the product. So this is what the marshmallow color looks like. I do think the color looks nice. Like I did smudge it a little here, but I think the color looks nice. It definitely has a little bit of a glittery effect to it, or like a highlighting effect to it. So I do like this color. I just think it's disappointing that it kind of ran out of ink, I guess you would say. But they do have this in brown, which I'm going to try next and I will show you. So this is the same product. It's the Epic ink liner, but this is the shade Dark Chocolate. I also have it in black, but I feel like you've probably seen a bunch of black eyeliners anyway, so we're not going to do black eyeliner in this tutorial, but I will show you brown. Now I've tried a brown eyeliner before this from Maybelline, and I did not like it. It just didn't look good on me, so this is the NYX eyeliner in Dark Chocolate, and I don't know why, but the NYX eyeliners have kind of been flopping today, because even this one was kind of hard to get the color on, and I got the marshmallow one and this one at the same time, and I don't really use them that often, so maybe that's also why they're kind of drying out. But let's do the arm swatch because I forgot. So this is Dark Chocolate, and that's what it looks like. It's pretty basic, it's pretty brown. I definitely do think that these two colors are a little bit more faded than this, but then again, these are the only liquid eyeliners we've tried so far. Everything else was a crayon, so that's also a difference. Now next up we have this red eyeliner from NYX. It's called their Vivid Bright Liquid Eyeliner. Now I'm hoping it's not like a brush because I'm bad at using those. And yes, it's a brush. So I've never used this before. We're gonna try it together and see how it works. So this is what it looks like. It's basically like a red orange, and it really is bright. You can't see how bright it is on camera that much. Well, I guess you can, but like it looks way brighter in person than it does on camera. So I'm gonna do my best to apply this on my eyes. So this is the NYX shade in On Red, and I definitely do think that it's more of a red orange, and it does look really intense in person. It's definitely a bright, bold color. So if you want to try something more fun and more colorful, then I definitely recommend this shade. As per everyday wear, I don't think I would wear this because it really is bold. Like I don't know why, I kind of feel like I'm like a bird or something. Like the color of this eyeliner reminds me of a bird, or like a parrot perhaps. Now next up we have a yellow eyeliner. This yellow, yep, it's yellow. So this is the yellow eyeliner in the shade Canary from e.l.f.'s No Budge Precision Liner. I have not used this yet. I got it because I wanted to try a yellow eyeliner, and this thing is tiny. I guess that's why they call it a precision liner, but it is super tiny. And now we're going to swatch this on my arm. So it's definitely like a bright yellow color. I think it also kind of looks chalky in my opinion, but I'm going to take off my eyeliner and show you what this looks like. So this is the yellow eyeliner from e.l.f. and it honestly kind of looks like the marshmallow one too. It doesn't look all too different. Now this was not fun to apply. It was pretty hard to apply. It doesn't go across as smooth, and also this tip is super tiny, so I don't really like it. And I have this in orange too, so we're gonna do the orange on my arm to show you what it looks like. And it is the shade, does not say what shade it is. Doesn't say what shade it is, but I have the packaging which says it's the shade Peach. So we're swatching Peach on my arm. Well, you just saw the tip of the orange eyeliner fall off, but that's what it looks like. That is Peach. It definitely looks a lot more orange than, well, it's like a light peach orange. And this one also looks chalky like the yellow one. For some reason, they both look chalky. I'm not a fan of this eyeliner, but I'll show you what it looks like anyways. And this is the orange peach eyeliner. Now, this was really bad, like it was breaking while I was using it. And also the color looks really chalky. It's not as pigmented as I'd like it to be. So I do not recommend the e.l.f. Precision eyeliners. Now moving on is our pink eyeliner. So this is the Wet n Wild On Edge long wearing eye pencil in the shade Shock Therapy. I'm not a fan of this either because you have to sharpen it, and when I sharpened it, it just turned out kind of messy and weird. But I will show you anyways because it is a pretty cheap eyeliner overall since it is Wet n Wild. And this is what it looks like. It actually went on pretty smooth. I was concerned that it would be weird because of how I sharpened it. But that is the pink, and it's very vibrant. Now, I had colorful eyeliners from Fenty before this. I had like a blue one that I really loved, and I was obsessed with it. It was super creamy, but then one day, like, I didn't have the cap on tight enough. Like, I guess I sort of like left it like this or something, and it ended up drying out. So then I bought that same eyeliner in a pink shade, and I had the cap on tightly and everything, and for some weird reason, it dried out completely. So unfortunately, I don't like the Fenty eyeliners fly pencils anymore. But now that I don't have that pink Fenty eyeliner, I've been using this one for pink. So I will take off my previous eyeliner and show you this. So this is the pink eyeliner from Wet n Wild, and I do like this because it's bold and it's fun, and it went on pretty smooth. Now I'm a bit concerned about sharpening it. Let me see if I can find a sharpener for this. Okay, I have my CoverGirl sharpener and it's pretty messy, but I'll show you anyways. So this is how I sharpen it. And that's what the tip looks like. In my opinion, like, the sides aren't as smooth as I'd want them to be, but I think for like a drugstore eyeliner and one of the lower end pricing drugstore eyeliners, this one is okay. So next we are going to try a new color, which is the gold eyeliner from Rimmel. I don't use this very often. This is the shade Hypnotic Gold, and it's the Scandalized brow and liner eyeliner. I had a different eyeliner from Rimmel, which I used to use a lot, but those ended up drying out, so I don't like those anymore. But I used to like them a lot because they also came with a smudger. And this is what the gold eyeliner looks like from Rimmel. So this one, the look is pretty similar to the NYX Marshmallow one that we used, but this one definitely has more shimmer to it. There was an eyeliner I used to have, I don't know if they sell it anymore, but it was a Maybelline, I think, color tattoo eyeliner, and I had that in silver, and it used to look amazing. It just really wasn't that nice to sharpen. I just hated sharpening it. But this one also you have to sharpen because don't think, yeah, there's no sharpener on this, so you have to sharpen it normally. In terms of going on smooth, it's iffy, it's not the best. So now we are moving on to these two eyeliners that I have. They're both from L'Oreal. As you can see, I've never used them before. So this is the Infallible grip, and this is also the Infallible grip. They're just different shades. So this is turquoise and this is white. So first I'm going to do white. Now when I think of white eyeliner, I instantly think of Kareena Kapoor, who is a Bollywood actress. And the reason I think of her is because she used to do a commercial for this company called Lakme, which is a popular makeup brand in India. And she used to come in that commercial, and I used to always think like, oh my gosh, I want white eyeliner like her. And a lot of people use white eyeliner to like tight line under the eyes so they can make their eyes look brighter. I don't do any tight lining whatsoever because stretching my eyes freaks me out, and my eyes also tend to get watery, so that's why I don't like to do it. And I've also read some eye doctors talk about how tight lining for your eyes is bad because it blocks some of the glands on your eyes, whereas if you're doing eyeliner like where you normally do eyeliner, it's more on the external part of your eye, so it's less bad than tight lining your eye itself. So I just realized I forgot to arm swatch the Rimmel, so I'm gonna go back and arm swatch the Rimmel. And that is the Rimmel, and as you can see, the entire tip broke, and now it looks like that. I wasn't even going that intense, so that just shows you the quality of this. But now I'm going to show you the L'Oreal. It has this type of tip, and it comes with a smudger and a sharpener. So smudger, and I think this is the sharpener. That makes sense, yeah. So I'm going to put that back, and we're going to do an arm swatch. So this is really chalky and impossible to get on, like it's all dried up. That's what it looks like after me putting a ton on. I don't think I'm going to try this on my eye because it's already really dry, so trying it's kind of pointless. But let's see if the other shade is like this too. And look, I broke it. Let's see if the other shade is like this too. If the other shade is like this too, then we're gonna have to give this 1 star. So this is the shade Turquoise, and we are going to arm swatch this. This one actually looks nicer. It doesn't look as chalky as that. And that is Turquoise. I don't know why the white one was completely dried out because I never opened it. Maybe I was on the shelf for too long and like nobody used it. Let me try arm swatching it again. Yeah, it's just like really dry. How about we try taking some off, seeing if the newer product goes on nicer. It's still pretty dry, it's still chalky. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to put this on, but this one looks fine. So let's give this a shot. This is the L'Oreal Infallible eyeliner, and this is the shade Turquoise. This eyeliner definitely shows my love for blue eyeliners because this looks amazing, and it also gave me a little bit of hope because the white version of this was completely dried out. I was worried this one would be dried out too, but this one went on smooth and went on great. I don't know why the white eyeliner was dried out because I'm pretty sure I bought these around the same time. I'm guessing no one really buys the white eyeliner, so it must have been on the shelf for a long time. But this color looks really good. I would definitely repurchase this. And now we have one last one. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. I've not used this yet. I just opened it, and this is the shade Voltage Blue, and it also is a brush eyeliner. So I'm going to take off my current eyeliner after we do our arm swatch. And this one is super out there. It's super blue. I think that's actually the brightest color out of the whole pack. And that is the Wet n Wild eyeliner, and it definitely is the most bold out of the crowd of eyeliners that we had. And that's pretty much it for all the other colorful eyeliners I have. And let's do a summary of what we tried on right after I pick up some that fell on the floor. Okay, so best eyeliner. I'm talking about best eyeliner in terms of putting it on. Definitely the Kulfi. It was the smoothest, the creamiest, most comfortable to put on. It also is the most expensive out of all the eyeliners we tried out. But apart from that, I'd say in terms of color, I really liked this L'Oreal one. The turquoise color looks amazing. Best in terms of color. And then let's see, what surprised me? I would say the marshmallow color surprised me because, again, like as I mentioned before, I was worried it'd be too light, but it actually looked kind of nice. And I would have picked the Rimmel instead of this, but the Rimmel literally broke when I was doing the arm swatch, so not a fan of that. And for the worst eyeliner, I'm gonna have to say it's also the L'Oreal Infallible because this completely dried out. But then again, we saw this eyeliner and it was really good. So despite the fact that this one was completely dried out, this one was fine. So I guess I'll give an exemption to L'Oreal. So if we really had to pick the worst eyeliner, it's gonna be these No Budge Precision liners from e.l.f. who refuse to show their face because they keep wanting to fall. But this is the No Budge Precision eyeliners. These are the worst because they're just like chalky and they're also like too light, so I feel like they don't really work as well for people of color, and they're just like also really tiny. They don't glide on well, and this is really disappointing because e.l.f. makes a lot of great makeup products. I don't know why these flopped so bad, but that's what I think about those eyeliners. And then the rest of them, I'd say they're okay. I probably will use the purple one the most, and maybe like the brown. the other colors maybe every now and then, but that's pretty much it. So I want to know what you think about the colorful eyeliners that I tried on today. Are there more shades out there that you think I should try? What do you think was your favorite out of the shades I did try on, and what was the worst? If there were certain shades, like for example, I love this shade, but if you think there's a brand product out there that has this kind of shade that is way better in terms of application and like don't have to worry about it drying out, then let me know in the comments. I want to know what you think. And also, what I found cool about today's video is we got to try different types of eyeliners. Like we got to try mechanical pencils, we got to try brush type of ones, and then we also got to try pen type of ones. The only ones we didn't really try was like a gel pot eyeliner or like a traditional pencil eyeliner, but other than that, we did get to try a lot of different types of eyeliners. So that's pretty much for today. If you want to see more content like this, then don't forget to subscribe. Bye!